Ooh, this is a complete tragedy, guys, but let's keep it real. Are we surprised? What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. If you'd like to see more of my content and you enjoy these type of videos, make sure you hit this like button so that this content can consistently be recommended to you, the American people. Don't forget, you can also follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. And last but not least, double check to make sure that you are subscribed, because individuals like myself who are full, hardcore American patriots, YouTube doesn't like that, especially when you look like me. I'm just keeping it real. Why is everything got to be about race? You don't know. Ask YouTube that. Ask YouTube if it's individuals like me that look like me, that love America, that pushes out this message like this. Ask YouTube why they suppress videos like this. Nevertheless, it will be up to you folks why this video gets pushed out there in the rest of the YouTube world by you guys hitting that share button, getting it to your cell phones, letting family members and anybody like that know about this, especially if you are a hardcore American patriot. Just saying, you guys will be the reason why this channel grows and this message grows, all right? Okay, so was I going to talk about this? Absolutely not. Why? Because people don't like my point of view when it comes to things like this. Why? Because I make things very simple. The simplicity of it, people just can't comprehend. They want a very drawn out, extensive, with a bunch of high vocabulary words that people don't understand to make myself sound like this is way more extensive than what an average person can understand, but it's actually not. So what am I talking about? You guys seen the title. I'm talking about what happened in Ukraine. Russia completely did what they did at this children's hospital. And before I get my thoughts out there, because I'll let y'all hear this part first.
General Jack Keane joins me now. General, help us put this into context. I mean, is Putin ratcheting up here? I mean, targeting a children's hospital?
Well, they've been ratcheting up for some time, ever since the Ukrainians did not have the appropriate numbers and quality of air defense systems. Russia certainly has been taking advantage of that. Now those systems are moving into Ukraine, but they're still not in place to the degree that they were in the past. And Russia, from the outset, as we knew, their offensive operations in terms of ground maneuver has failed largely in 22, and a lot of what they were trying to accomplish this year hasn't come anywhere near what they wanted to accomplish. But their air campaign, they have focused on Ukrainian people to attempt to break their will and also to destroy as much of the energy infrastructure as they can. And that is what is going on here. And hopefully the rest of these air defense systems get into Ukraine as quickly as possible, or this horrible results that we're seeing today are going to continue.
And I wonder, as I read this headline to you from Politico, if Putin is also thinking along these lines about our current situation here in America. The headline is, American allies fear Biden is finished and can't beat Trump. And the quote is, amongst NATO allies' concerns is how much longer Biden can muster American support for Europe's defense, especially after what is likely to be a close election against a Republican former president who is skeptical of assisting partners abroad. Do you think Putin is looking at the situation and thinking now's the time to press ahead?
Well, I think Putin certainly is very well versed on the political situation in the United States. After all, he has organized considerable effort in interfering in our elections, national elections largely, for the last 12 years. So, yes, he is certainly cognizant of what is taking place here. And I think he's a master at manipulating American presidents to a certain degree. And I think he has believed ever since Biden took over that Biden's judgment wasn't what it should be, that he is he's an appeaser and he would not confront him. That's why he moved 70,000 troops 60 days into the Biden administration to the border of Ukraine. And when President Biden was asked, what are you going to do about that, the answer was, well, it depends on how much territory he takes. I think that was a green light for Putin. He saw the judgment being rendered over Afghanistan. I mean, the horror of what took place on the remaining days and the loss of life, 13 Americans, 170 people from Afghanistan was horrific. But what they got out of that was the judgment decision of walking away from an ally we were with for 20 years side by side and be willing to surrender the country to the adversary that we were fighting together. They saw that as weakness. And yes, that's what's at play here. There's a reason why Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea are all more aggressive in the last 3 years. And I think it sits at the feet of their perception that the national leadership in the United States is weak. They're not going to be confronted. They see opportunity based on our vulnerabilities, and they've been taking advantage of it.
And just a last comment from me on that is that last week you had somebody within the White House calling Axios and saying that the president is only dependably engaged between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And that was coming from inside the White House. So all of it is certainly interesting, but troubling as well. And thank you for your thoughts today, sir.
Okay, so you just heard all that. Now, it's interesting because some of you guys are not going to like this. Do I want anybody to die? No, absolutely not. I'm in complete agreement on how Trump worded it. Trump said at a meeting, town hall, he said he wants people to stop dying. He wants the war to end. He said he wants it, the killing, the murdering. He wants it to stop, period. He said that if he gets on there and make a phone call, he can have it over in 24 hours is what he said, right? Now, some of you might believe that, some of you may not. But apparently, Vladimir Putin seems to agree to an extent that if it was Trump, he's kind of like, yeah, I want it to end too. This is what Vladimir Putin himself said.
В целом, конечно, я видел, что же отворачиваться от этого невозможно, тем более, что Соединенные Штаты остаются великой державой с известными возможностями в сфере экономики, безопасности, в сфере военного дела, и США член Совета Безопасности постоянный, конечно, такое влияние имеет на ситуацию на Украине. Конечно, не безразлично, что там происходит, но это их, собственно, внутреннее дело. Вы знаете, то, что господин Трамп как кандидат в президенты заявляет о том, что он готов и хочет остановить войну на Украине, мы к этому относимся вполне серьезно. Я не знаком, разумеется, с его возможными предложениями по поводу того, как он собирается это сделать. И это, конечно, ключевой вопрос. Но я не сомневаюсь, что он говорит это искренне, и мы это поддерживаем.
Now, he said all that before this attack you guys all heard, right? He said all that. Okay? Now, he did an interview with Tucker Carlson. He told Tucker Carlson that this war will be over in less than a week if America stops giving Ukraine weapons. Guys, I don't know all the big words and the terminology they use with a lot of this stuff, but I'm telling you right now, America don't want that to end. Oh, guys, come on now. Y'all, look, this is what I'm getting ready to say is going to be controversial. It's going to be argumentative. It could be me saying things out of ignorance. I'm saying that right now. But when you got somebody saying America stop supplying Ukraine with weapons and this war will end, y'all, Ukraine is not going to beat Russia. Let's keep it. They are not going to beat Russia. They're not. No, they're not. They are not going to beat Russia. America is making money off of this war. America, these politicians, I don't care if they're on the left or right, they make money off of war. That's why they hated President Trump. There was no war. That means there was no means of them making money. Do you really think all this money we're giving to Ukraine, then we seeing things and videos of Zelensky them buying yachts and his wife just put a down payment on a Bugatti. Look it up. Don't believe me. This war, and they need our money so bad that Zelensky is buying bought y'all look it up. Don't believe me. Then his wife, they got the receipt. She already got the down payment and purchased a Bugatti, the newest one, not even out yet. If this is so bad, why are they buying these things? Why are we giving them this money? Now, let me get to the other part that I know a lot of people are not going to agree with. The Children's Hospital, all the travesty. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Oh. I'm going to break it down to you guys like I told you in the beginning on some easy to understand layman stuff. Some of y'all still may not understand this. Growing up in the hood in Chicago, growing up around family, gangs, family that's involved heavily in stuff, y'all. If you think about Chicago, you should know. Growing up around this stuff, I'm telling you guys right now, if you are a certain individual and you're out and you're part of that life, if someone shoots at you, you're going to retaliate. When you retaliate, I'm just keeping it real. When they do drive-bys, they are not concerned with who's in the way. They're not. All they know is that this person tried to harm me. I'm going to harm them. Whoever happens to be around him, I'm keeping it real with y'all. So what am I saying? You guys end up hearing the story. Oh my God, these poor babies, which is true, these poor children didn't have nothing to do with it. And they got caught in the crossfires. And one kid got struck and one kid got killed. That's what we would hear. So what am I saying? Right now, it will pull at your heartstrings that these children at a children's hospital of all places, Russia struck that. But at the same time, guys, you're not going to like this. It's war. It's war. Let's keep it real. It's war. There's rules in war? They shouldn't be targeting children. It's war. Why in the world would you even want to, man, look at here. I'm just telling you. It's war. There's going to be casualties like that. Well, Russia did it on purpose. So what? It's war. So what am I saying that for? When they did those drive-bys in Chicago and other places like Memphis and Decatur, Illinois, and all kind of places, Baltimore, when they do these drive-bys, they're not concerned and they're not caring about any kid. They don't do a drive-by like, oh, there's kids there. Now, there might be some that might have a heart to do something like that. But when it all comes down to it, if they are going after their target and it just happen to be kids in the way, they do that. Now, I'm going to raise you another one. There's also some out there that's been on the receiving end that when they got hit or shot at and it shot them, it depends on the severity of it. One person we knew of, I'm not going to say his name. You know who you are, DS. You got shot. It paralyzed you. You put a hit out saying, I'm going to hit them where it hurts. I'm never going to be able to use my legs again. I'm going after their family. This dude put a hit out and went after the person's family that shot him. The kids, the brothers, they had nothing to do with it. But at the same time, I'm just being real with y'all. His family was about that life. They knew what he was. They knew what he was about, and they still chose to be around him. So no, this is not no excuse, but I'm just letting y'all know, I'm trying to drive it home. You need to understand that when there is war, there is a narrative to put it out there. Look how terrible Russia is. I can't believe Vladimir Putin hit a children's hospital. It's war. It's war. Y'all did the same thing with Israel. Oh, Israel, the children's, they attacking kids are dying. No, we don't want any kids to die. But you do need to understand that it's war, ladies and gentlemen. And this happens. We shouldn't be surprised by it. But if Vladimir Putin said this will end when America stops supplying them with weapons, can we say that, hey, this might be a little bit of our fault? I'm enabling this person. I'm enabling Ukraine to keep on trying to attempt to fight Russia by supplying them with weapons. Russia goes, okay. Hit a hospital. Boom. What y'all gonna do? The whole world, so what is this gonna do? Is this a possible thing to where they can use this as a means to provoke us all into World War III? Because he attacked a children's hospital. It's terrible. It's tragic. I get it, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I'm gonna keep on driving home. It's war. Now, I can't wait until this election is over with. If Trump wins and Trump does this, what he said he's gonna do, and he ends it, boy, a lot of people gonna have a lot of things to answer to. Some of you politicians on the right and left will have something to answer to. I don't know if y'all just trying to get y'all last little bit of money laundering that y'all been doing and washing money, returning it back to you guys. I don't know if y'all trying to get all that in before it comes, and that's why y'all trying to fight against Trump so hard, because y'all filling y'all pockets disgustingly off of this. People are losing their lives off of stuff like this, supporting this bull crap. We shouldn't be sending nothing to Ukraine. We should be taking care of our own American citizens here. Why are we taking care of everybody else except for our own American citizens? We taking care of all these illegals coming in here, and now we up here trying to help Ukraine fight Russia. Like they're not going to win, y'all. They are not going to beat. Y'all, they are not going to beat Russia. Stop. Anyway, I'm done with this. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about all this nonsense. Don't forget to hit this right here before you guys get out of here to help this video get pushed out there in the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to go into your cell phones and please let somebody in your cell phone know about this channel. If they are in agreement with you and they have mindsets like you and mine, let them know and encourage them to subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.